start it over. Don't worry.
Reference them by the name, too, when you say one.
Sennheisers.
Sennheisers, sure,
Okay.
because that's easy to see.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Okay. So this chapel has 2 wireless lapel mics. They're both stored in one of these 4 cubbies. It depends on who puts them away as to whether or not they're going to be in which cubby. So lapel 1, which is a Sennheiser mic, is right here. And lapel 2, which is a Shure mic, is right here. So they're both relatively simple to use. You just got to go ahead and make sure the cable is all untangled and all the kinks are out of it. That way you don't get crackly audio. All right. For the Shure, there's just a simple on-off battery switch up here, and so you turn it on and the unit will come on, and as long as it's not muted on the board, you're going to have sound start coming through. For most church services, you're going to want to check the battery indicator up here and make sure that it's at least 2 bars. And that'll get you through most church services. And then when you're done with that, just turn it off and coil it up. Try not to pinch the wire. And then store it in one of the cubbies. The first lapel 1, the Sennheiser, is a little more complex to control. Again, you're going to want to unwind it, make sure there's no kinks in the cable. This one's you really got to make sure there's no kinks in this wire because it's already frayed a little bit on the inside. And this one, you've got to open the battery compartment to turn it on by pressing down this button. And then there's a mute switch on the top. And when the switch is flipped to this side, it's on, and when it's flipped over here, it's muted. You can tell whether or not it's muted by the symbol right here. Will come on mute when it's muted. When it's not, it'll disappear. Again, you're going to want to check the battery indicator and make sure there's at least 2 bars in it before you start any services with it. You can go ahead and change the batteries. This one uses AA's, of course, while the Shure uses 9 volts, so you can replace by switching on by opening up the container right here, and the battery is in there. When you're turning off the Sennheiser, you got to really hold down this button, not with a lot of pressure, but for quite a bit of time, and you just hold it down until the screen says off and totally off.